it going? So I am back today with a 3-week post-op video. So it is a little bit later in the week that I'm posting this up, but I'm sorry. I'm happy that you guys are getting it today so you guys kind of know how I'm doing. So I'm 100% back to myself. Only thing that's still the same is my sleeping. I still have to sleep on my back with a little bit of elevation in my legs, and that's about it. But other than that, I'm pretty much back to normal, back to the way I was. Now, it's 3 weeks post-op. So I got my surgery April 15, 2019. So for the first 3 weeks, I was wearing the binder, the white binder. Now, different physicians do different things. So whatever your physician does, I would say just go by what he does. I know a lot of people gave out recommendations about getting stage 1 garments or like just getting the compression garment, getting massages and getting stuff like that. But my physician does not do stuff like that. So because I got the surgery done for him, I did everything that he wanted me to do exactly the way he does it because his results are bomb. So basically, if some of you guys are new, I got a smooth tuck, which is kind of like a mini tummy tuck with a fat transfer to my hips. So he basically liposuctioned my entire abdomen and cut the skin off the bottom and pulled it down and basically took all the fat that he collected from the liposuction and put into my hips. So I'm 3 weeks out now. I'm not on pain medicine. I'm not on any iron supplements or anything like that. I just take my multivitamins every single day, the chewable ones that I'll link up here for you guys. I absolutely love those. I take them all the time, every single day. So like I said, pain level is not there anymore. There's no pain. I'm pretty much normal, back to the same way I was before. So for the first 3 weeks of the procedure, like I said, I had the white binder on. That's what he considers a stage 1. Now I am in the stage 2 garment now, which is basically like the full kind of compression garment, or aka faja. I say it wrong all the time. Some of you guys just get offended, so I'm just gonna say compression garment for the purpose of this video. So I got my stage 2 compression garment on now. So when I first went into the office on Tuesday, they sized me. First she gave me one in an extra large, and the reason why they do it like that is because they know that you're gonna still have a little bit of swelling. The swelling takes a while to go away. I think it's like about 4 to 6 weeks. So she sized me in the extra large and I was able to put it on with no issue. So I did go ahead and get a size large instead. Now the size large for me, when I tried it on in-house, it fit like tight. But then it's funny because once I like got on the plane, I got to LA and stuff like that, I was sitting down, I'm like, yo, this is actually kind of loose. Like an actually probably fit a size medium. So I'm back home in Brooklyn now. I did check out a few places around this area that sell you know, Colombian fajas or whatever. So I'm definitely going to go tomorrow, which is Saturday, early in the morning and just run through the stores and try to find different types of fajas. The ones I have on now is kind of really long. It's like a midi style, dress style kind of faja. So I really had to be very careful with what I wore to the event for Fashion Nova this coming week, this past few days. So that's one thing I don't really like too much about it. It's just that it's just a little too long. I know some places will sell you the short style fajas, or the ones that come like a little like biker short style, which will probably be a little bit better than this one. This one is just like way too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out a few stores in Brooklyn to see if they have any of those kind of different form type of fajas. Even though I know I got a fat transfer to my hips and I need to protect the hips a little bit, I'm gonna look for some fajas that come like short length, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So for now, this garment I have to wear for 24 hours for the next 2 weeks. And luckily, he did tell me that for after the 2 weeks, I can wear the faja for 12 hours a day. So the 12 hours a day thing was really good for me because you guys know that I wore the J-scope belt for 12 hours a day, 8 to 12 hours a day when I was working full-time as a nurse. So that brought into perspective, in 2 weeks, I'll be able to go back to the gym too. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm going to be wearing the garment for only 12 hours a day, I'll probably just wear my J-scope for the beginning of the 12 hours of the day, like from 8 to 8. And then from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., I'll just sleep in my actual faja. So I know this sounds crazy to some of you guys. And you guys are like, yo, you can wear that J-scope 8 to 12 hours? Absolutely. So what I'm going to do once this 2 weeks is over with the 24-hour you know, compression garment wearing, I will just go in and I'm probably gonna have to order a new J-scope, to be honest with you guys. The one I had prior to my surgery was a size medium, so I'm probably gonna have to go in and order a size small, which is fine. And I'll come back and show you guys how that fits and everything and how I put it back on and stuff like that, especially with this new stomach. So I'll definitely do a video on that because I think that's probably gonna be important. So like I said, I have to wear, for the next 2 weeks, I'll be wearing this for 24 hours. And then after the 2 weeks, I'll be doing 12 hours only with the compression garment on. So for me, for extra protection, extra snatchness, extra better results, I'm going to actually put the J-scope on during the day for the 8 to 12 hours depending, but most likely it'll be 12 hours. I'll wear the J-scope on, do my workout in the morning, and just run errands throughout the day, film throughout the day with the J-scope on, which I did before. I told you guys that I wore it all the time, and because I'm going to be adding more of a fitness component to my lifestyle now, because I'm really trying to maintain the weight, maintain the results, and maintain just a regular keto lifestyle, I'm probably just going to work out during the day with the J-scope and carry it on for the rest of the day. So that's going to be the next step. So we'll get into that in the next on my 1 month update. I'll get into that and show you guys how I put the J-scope on and everything with my new stomach. So other than that, I'm really excited. Like I said, I didn't have really too many big expectations getting this surgery because I didn't know what I was going to look like. As the weeks go by, I'm starting to realize that the results are really coming in very nicely. Initially, when I first got the surgery, I thought that I was way too thick. Like, I was like, nah, bro, like, this is just a little too much. And it's kind of funny because I know when people get surgery, they like that extreme result, like, right away. They like that extreme kind of like snatch look. In the beginning, I didn't feel like I was extremely snatched. I just felt like I was extremely thick. But now that the swelling is going down, I'm starting to see the components of my body come together, so I really, really like it. One thing I do find just a little bit irritating is the itching. I am so freaking itchy, like, and it's like weird because it's almost like a phantom stomach, like a phantom fupa. It's like I want to itch that, but it's not there. I know that sounds weird, and I'm gonna say because like maybe somebody else had that same experience. I always feel like I'm itchy in areas, but I'm always thinking that it's like my phantom stomach that's there, and I'm like itching. I'm like, wait, there's nothing there to itch, but I do have like a really, really intense itching on like my hip area. And you guys know, if you guys watched my first video, my first post-op video, I told you guys that my hips were probably like the worst area. The liposuction from the hip, the fat transfer was just the worst, and that's where I'm getting the worst itching. Like, guys, it's intense itching. Like, I have to take Benadryl at night sometimes because I have a hard time sleeping with the itching. It just gets so irritating. So that's one thing about liposuction, fat transfer, and stuff like that you're gonna get some intense itching. But I know it's kind of part of the process of healing, so it's just, you have to get over it. That stage is a little bit of an annoying stage, but once you get over it, you'll be fine. I do have like some crustiness from the tubes on my right side, the area where the tube's at. She did tell me, the PA told me that it'll end up falling off, so I just put like a little bit of Vaseline or you know, bacitracin on the scar just to make sure that it kind of heals very nicely. The PA did tell me that I can go ahead and do that with Dr. Shulman's recommendations as well. So I'm just, you know, putting a little bit of ointment on it just to keep it nice and moisturized so it doesn't get dry and cracky. But other than that, I like the results so far. I can stand up very straight. My vagina area definitely went down. I had my period last week, which was a nightmare. Now, if you have a stomach and you get bloated, you won't really notice it too much when you're like already heavy in the stomach area. But now that my stomach is not big anymore, when I tell you guys that the bloat was crazy, I was like, what the hell? It didn't even look like I got surgery, bro. Like, my stomach was huge. Like, it was really, really big. Now, another thing I noticed though is that when I got my period, I noticed that my pubic area was a little bit swollen as well too. So I'm not sure if that was just my body just doing that or whatever it was, but I did catch a lot of bloating in my lower midsection, right where the incision line is at, where the vagina meets the new stomach, if you know what I mean. So I did receive a lot of bloating, and I have an IUD, so it's kind of crazy that I actually got a full-blown period this time. I don't know if it's from the trauma of the surgery itself, but I got a period this time, and I was not happy about that. But other than that, you will notice bloating, guys. Trust me, you're going to notice bloating. And another thing that she did tell me, the PA told me, is that even though you'll have the faja on or the garment on for, you know, extended period of time, what you will notice is that once you take it off, if you've been out of it for a while, you will notice that you'll kind of swell up. So she did tell me, because I told her I was going to the event the day after, and she told me that I had the option I could take it off for a few hours. But the problem with taking it off for a few hours is that trying to get back into the garment is going to be a nightmare because you've already already swelled up too much that it might give you a hard time to put the garment back on. So that's just an FYI. I follow recommendations. I do not steer the opposite way. So if she's telling me I have to wear this for 24 hours, the PA told me that, and Dr. Shulman told me to wear it for 24 hours, I'm wearing it for 24 hours. I'm not risking not being able to get back into the garment because, trust me, if you take this off, you will definitely start swelling up. You'll see like your swell up in your stomach area. So I'm just saying to you guys, I will go with the recommendations that they give you. Just wear it for the 24 hours. I know it's about to get hot right now, and I know people are like, yo, summer's about to come up. You about to wear that in the summertime? If I have to, I will. So yeah. So I have the garment on right now. Like I said, I'll show you guys in the video what it looks like. I'm pretty pleased. Like I said, this is a size large garment, so I'm probably going to go ahead and check out a few websites. If you guys have any recommendations or any, you know, website names or places out here in the city, I'll even drive to Queens. I'll drive to Brooklyn. I know Connecticut doesn't have any, so I'm not even worried about that. But I'm in Brooklyn, so I'll go somewhere to stores in Brooklyn. If you guys know any places in Queens, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to go ahead and check them out and see if I can find like a smaller size, maybe some shorts, maybe like a thong style or something like that. But I probably won't do that until after, you know, recovery, because I want to make sure I protect the hips. You don't want to kind of wear stuff that the hips are going to diminish. And you guys know when you guys get fat transfers that sometimes you lose a lot of the fat. The fat does not survive all the time. So as long as some of the fat survives, I'll be happy. I was really more about the stomach. So as long as the stomach's good, I don't really care about the hips. If they disappear, they could disappear. But overall, I'm really excited, guys. I thought, I'm being completely honest with you guys. This was in the beginning of this procedure and the beginning of this whole entire journey. I was super freaking scared. I am so happy that I made it to the week 3. And I know week 3 is not a big deal, but just making it to week 3 is such a relief. I remember day three after post-op, I was like so sad. Like I was so like, I can't believe I did this. Like I wish I never did this. It's just like the time. Time is always something that's going to be on your mind. Like time was just trailing way too slow. I just kind of felt like I was suffering. Not really, you know me being dramatic or whatever it is, but the day 3 post-op was probably the worst for me, and I really regretted it. Day 3, like, why did I do this? But coming now, week 3, I feel so much better. I'm so happy that I did this. And like, for anyone out there that's afraid, you know, even if you're afraid what people are gonna say, who gives a fuck? But like, if you want to do something, and if you've been, you know, if you're struggling with your weight, you know, you reach your goal and you want to go ahead and do it, I would say to you guys, go ahead and do it. I was super scared. Like I was super scared in the beginning, but making it to week 3, I feel so much better. I'm so happy. Trust me guys, I'm super happy I went through with this one. I have no regrets whatsoever. Alright people, so that basically wraps up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's little 3-week post-op video. If you guys want more videos like this, definitely leave your comments down below. I definitely noticed a new trend on my channel. A lot of the vlog videos and kind of personal, you know, tea videos, kind of like chit chat get ready with me videos have been picking up a lot of views on my channel. So if you guys want more personal videos like this, when I kind of, you know, get really deep into who Dom is or whatever, just leave your comments down below. But do not forget, guys, to thumbs up this video, leave your comments down below, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family people. And I will catch you guys in a later one. Bye.